Yeah, hello, it's me, Dimnushi. I know a lot of you guys probably just looked at the thumbnail and you guys were probably like, yeah, dude, why are you gonna be doing this? And all I can say for this is, have you seen the main character of Solo Leveling? Have you seen the man, bro? The man looks so good. I mean, yes, daddy. Like, who wouldn't want to do a what if on this dude? So, you guys are probably like, this what if's been done multiple times, but I can't blame the people who've done this what if multiple times, because just look at the main character of Solo Leveling. I mean, who wouldn't want to do it? I mean, just look. The man is so good looking. Who wouldn't want to do a what if on this dude? So, I don't blame anyone. But I want to also get on that what if train as well. So that's why we're going to be doing what if Deku could level up. Oh, and before I forget, the time I'm recording this right now, we're around 2.2k, which is completely insane. I never thought we could hit this milestone, and thanks to you guys' support, we got here. So thank you guys for the 2.2k and just 2k in general. So don't worry about the 2k special, it'll be coming out soon. But other than that, let's just jump straight into the intro.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Okay, we're gonna start off this what if with Izuku being around the age of 4. And this is the same day that Izuku is going to the quirk doctor. When Izuku gets to the quirk doctor does some tests, but it comes out that Izuku is actually quirkless. As the quirk doctor explains to Inko, telling her that he has a pinky toe joint, which basically means that he's never gonna develop a quirk. As Izuku hears this, he drops his All Might toy. As he looks up at his mom, as his mom couldn't look at him, and starts crying. As Izuku looks at his All Might toy, he gets a full rush of determination, seeing his All Might toy and remembering the video that he watched as a kid, seeing All Might save all the people around him and also help everyone. As he decides that even though he's quirkless, he's gonna try his best to save everyone and also help everyone out. And basically, Izuku goes on a full D-rank mission thing, from Naruto, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So, he basically starts helping people out. He starts getting cats, lost cats. He starts walking elderly people across the street. He starts helping everyone out. And people start to like Deku, even though he doesn't have a quirk. People still think that he's useless, but they admire Deku for his determination. But there's always someone who doesn't like Deku. And that one person is Bakugo. Bakugo doesn't like how Deku turned from this weak, timid kid to being a person that people like. And he's still quirkless, so he's just really confused what's going on. And he doesn't like it one bit. And this basically made Bakugo bully Deku more than in canon. And Deku tried to stand up for himself, but nothing would happen. As Bakugo would just keep on bullying Deku, and he would get even more aggressive and using his explosions to actually hurt Deku more often. But then, one day, while Bakugo was, bullying another kid, Deku sees this, and he rushes in with his heroic personality, telling Bakugo to stop. As Bakugo snarls at Deku and asks him what he's gonna do. As Deku says that he's gonna have to fight him, as Bakugo is just surprised and starts laughing, as the goons behind Bakugo also start laughing as well. As Bakugo immediately gets a serious tone and tells Deku to run along or else he's gonna kill him. As Deku just gets into a fighting stance and tells Bakugo that he shouldn't bully other kids. But when Bakugo hears this makes Bakugo immensely angry, and he immediately rushes in with a gut punch explosion, yelling Deku, as all of a sudden Deku's abdomen drops as it's completely decimated, as he falls to the ground spitting out blood, as Bakugo still doesn't stop, as you would think that Bakugo would have won the fight. But then all of a sudden, Bakugo uses more and more explosions to hurt Deku, as Deku is getting more and more bloodied up, as his goons behind Bakugo tell Bakugo to stop, but Bakugo uses an explosion to blow them back as well. As his goons run away, Bakugo still tries to fight Deku, as he tells Deku to get up and asks him where his heroic personality is gone now. as Baku continues to pummel Deku around. As Deku's being pummeled around, all of a sudden Deku sees a pop-up which basically asks him if he wants to be part of the system. As Deku is completely confused, as the system says that he will be accepted into the system if he agrees. As all of a sudden asks him if he would like to be part of the system again. As Deku immediately, with his last amount of strength, yells yes. As Bakugo is confused, as all of a sudden a white aura appears around Deku. As this completely recovers Deku's injuries. As Deku gets up, he sees a leveling system. As he's completely confused what's going on. As he sees his status bar, which basically tells him that he's level 1. As he's super confused, he just feels a rush of power all of a sudden, as he feels like he can run like 50 marathons at once. And he feels super fast, he feels light, he feels strong, and Deku's completely confused. He thinks he got his quirk, but he still doesn't know for sure. As all of a sudden, a quest appears, telling Izuku that if he wants to get to level 2, he's gonna have to beat Bakugo. As Deku sees this, he feels like he can beat Bakugo, as he immediately blitzes behind Bakugo and hits him right in the head, which basically completely knocks out Bakugo, and Bakugo falls to the ground. As another pop-up appears, telling Deku that his quest was complete, and that Deku is being leveled up. As Deku levels up to like level 2, he can feel another rush of power, which basically, just completely overpowers Deku, as Deku passes out from the power intake that he just took. When Izuku wakes up, Inko asks him what happened, but Izuku's completely ignoring her, because Izuku's looking at his new leveling system. As he starts to look around, he notices that he's actually level 2, and that he has some daily tasks, which basically would grant him some extra XP, and the failure in completing these tasks would basically mean that he loses XP. As Deku decides that he'll do these tasks, but he starts to explore his more leveling system. As he starts to look around, he sees that he has a skill set, but he doesn't have any skills yet. And he also notices another thing, which basically allows him to increase his stats. As he starts to look around, he notices that he has a strength stat, he has a defense stat, and he also has an intelligence stat, and he also has an agility stat. As he sees that he also has status points, as he wonders what that does. But then, Inko yells at Deku, telling him to pay attention to her, as Inko asks Izuku the question again, asking him what happened and how he got passed out. As Deku just says that he doesn't remember and he lost his memory. As Inko is confused, but goes along with it, and tells Deku that he should get some rest to gain his memory back. But then all of a sudden, Izuku gets a pop-up, as he sees that he gets a new skill called Liar. As he sees that its proficiency and its level is at level 1. As he's really confused what this leveling system really is. As it seems like it's something straight from a game. And now we're gonna have a little time skip here. We're gonna skip to the start of the anime. And Izuku learned many things about his leveling system, which includes that he, every time he does his daily tasks, he gains XP. And every time he helps someone out or does something like that, he also gains XP like that as well. And Izuku helped many people out, so I'm going to say Izuku's around level 15 right now. And I'm going to say that his strength is around level 20, his defense is around level 20, and his agility is around level 20, and his intelligence is around level 30. Since Izuku's pretty smart in the anime, I'm going to say that he's pretty smart here as well. So Izuku, does his things and, basically levels up constantly. And he gains new skills as well. He gains the liar skill from, lying to his mom. And it's around level 5 right now. And he also gained another skill called kindness, which basically increases his morale. And he also gained a skill called search, because every time he searches for like a lost cat, he finds them instantaneously, which basically the skill is. And he also gained the special skill called heroic, which basically allows him to boost his stats ×2. And whenever he uses this skill, his hair turns white and his eyes turn white as well. And Izuku becomes overpowered technically. And Izuku refrains from using this because there's no thing to use it for right now at least. And so I'm gonna gauge his power level right now. So let's say that Izuku without his leveling system intact, he would be around the same as Izuku when he's fighting Overhaul. I'm gonna say that he can use around 25% of full cowling straight off the bat, since he's been training his whole life and doing his daily tasks, which basically increases his strength as well. So that's what basically Deku's at right now. And Izuku is basically, with his leveling system, probably equivalent to Deku in the manga right now. And a lot of you guys are probably like, whoa, Deku in the manga is pretty OP. And I'm gonna say that Deku's pretty OP here as well, because, you know, this is the leveling system, bro. Like, Deku's gonna level up pretty quickly, and he's gonna gain a lot of strength. So I'm gonna say Deku's probably equivalent to the manga level Deku right now, with his leveling system. So now, we're gonna go to the start of the anime. And Izuku's just minding his own business, sitting in class, as the teacher walks in holding some papers. As he gets to the podium in the front of the class, he throws the papers into the air, telling everyone that those were the career forms, and he knows that everyone wants to become a hero anyway. As he picks up the papers and starts to read them out and tells everyone which school that everyone's gonna go to. As he reads out Bakugo's name and sees that he wants to go to UA. As he also sees Izuku's name and sees that he also wants to go to UA. And everyone knows Deku and Bakugo have some sort of rivalry between them, but they never contacted anymore after the fight they had as a little kid. Since Bakugo is scared of Izuku now, since he just doesn't know what that power was, since he doesn't know if Izuku has a quirk or it's just some other sort of power. As their class ends that day, Bakugo knowing that Deku has some sort of power that basically can overpower Bakugo, he walks up to Deku's desk and explodes it, telling Deku that he doesn't want him to get him in his way, and that he doesn't want him to go to UA. As Izuku just smiles at Bakugo and tells him that there's no way that Bakugo is gonna stop him to go to UA, and he's gonna be going to UA no matter what to become a hero as well. As Bakugo just snarls and walks away, knowing full well that Deku could completely overpower him at any moment. As Izuku starts to walk home that day, as he feels a weird presence behind him, as he decides to take a shortcut, he walks under a bridge, as all of a sudden, the sludge villain pops out of a vent and is about to attack Izuku, as Izuku turned on his heroic mode, as all of a sudden, the pressure that the sludge villain felt as Deku starts to turn around, as the sludge villain is immensely scared at what Deku just turned into. As the sludge villain tries to run away, but Deku immediately lifts up his fists. And that's where I'm going to be ending off the video. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Hit that sub button down there as well. You know, big red button. Just hit that red button, and then there's going to be a bell right next to it. Hit that as well. And there's also something in the description called a Discord. Please don't forget to join that as well. And that's where you guys can tell me what you guys want for the 2K special. And other than that, guys, I have something important to tell you. There's this new game called Punishing Gray Raven. You might have heard of it. You know what? I'll just put it on the screen right now. Yeah. So basically, this game is an action MMORPG kind of thing. Similar to, you know, Genshin Impact, you know, it's not a big game. It's not something big. But I'll be making videos on that soon when the global comes out. And if you guys want me to make videos on that soon, don't forget to hit that sub button down there as well and, you know, like the video. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys later.